check out this boat we got here.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, you too. What do you think about this thing?
I was wondering, you just kind of showed up here.
Sort of up here this weekend, huh?
Yeah.
So this is our new donation boat that I was telling you about.
Okay.
I'm thinking that this might make an excellent project for us and for the students.
I don't even know what it is.
It's
I don't recognize it.
Yeah, it's an East Coast boat. This is a 24-foot Albemarle. Nice, heavy, dense boat. The hull looks really good.
Clean.
Very clean. Nice lines.
Canvas is good.
Canvas looks good. I couldn't find any huge issues with the hull or fiberglass in particular. So I think it's a pretty stout ride.
Oh, cool. Well, let's just take a look.
Yeah, hop up in.
All right.
Okay, well, here she is. Like I said, pretty clean hull. Fiberglass is all in really good shape.
Well, why is it free?
Why is it free? Indeed, free is the most expensive boat. Well, the donor had some issues with his engine. He had a 6-cylinder diesel Volvo in here with an outdrive. Outdrive totally crapped out. And the engine had failed turbo and failed aftercooler, and being that it's Volvo, it was going to cost him more than he wanted to spend on this boat. So he decided to buy a whole brand new boat. And
well, there's an option.
donated this to the program. You noticed it didn't have a trailer.
See, there's some blocks, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to need a trailer.
Okay. Free boats are never exactly free.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And then we have to power this beast somehow.
Right.
So
Let me. What's over here? I want to see. So it's got a.
yeah, this is where the Volvo used to live.
Used
here.
to live. I see. Hey, some of the work's been done for us.
So I said the hull was perfect, but it does have one large hole in it there where the outdrive used to be.
Okay, well,
but
this is what we do here at Marine Tech.
That's right.
Fix things.
That's right. So I had a couple thoughts. One is going back with the old original engine.
Yeah.
But
Volvo Green could be expensive.
Volvo Green is pricey, and I think by the time we
if the guy with a lot of money didn't want to do it, I'm not sure we have the budget for that.
Right, exactly. So other thoughts are we could put a small block Chevy in it. We have a couple sitting in the container.
Yeah.
Put a Mercruiser or something on it.
Make it a gasser.
Make it a gasser, just to tootle around the bay here.
Yeah. Well, we don't go far. Salmon Islands are not that big.
That's true. That's true. So that's an option.
Okay.
Or ideally, my real dream would be to put a big outboard on the back. We have the new outboards class we're designing right now. I think this would be a great opportunity to show students how to hang and rig an outboard, run controls. Two would be even better.
Right?
2 would be even better. Then we could put in C-Star Optimus 360 system.
The joystick
control. So that would be really ideal.
Okay.
Of course, that's going to require getting a pod.
Yeah,
so closing the hull, putting a pod on the back. You know.
I think that's dual. I mean, I've seen a lot of these local guys and crabbers right here.
Right. Yeah. So all the local crabbers are switching over. They're sick of their IOs. You know.
My checkbooks
going bad on them in the middle of the season. So lots of them switched over to big outboards. When they blowing up, they can just come up to the dock there, lift it off, put the new one on, and they're back out fishing. So you know, for our students who are going to be out working in the field, servicing the commercial fleet here is a big source of work, and big outboards on a pod like that I think is becoming much more common. So.
I think that's attainable for us. We have a lot of aluminum fab shops.
Right. Aluminum guys around that can build us a nice one. So, so we're on the lookouts of that.
This stuff here.
Interior looks great. Yeah, this is the trim. It's all been taken off and freshly varnished. So we don't have to do any bright work. We just need to.
Since we don't teach bright work.
We don't teach it anyway. So set some screws and.
Okay.
And then as far as just sort of other training and teaching opportunities with this boat, it's pretty bare bones as far as electrical and electronics go.
Yeah.
So put in some new systems.
Yeah. Maybe a NEMA 2000 bus. We can update and get the electronics class involved.
NEMA 2000 bus, definitely. I think an autopilot could be cool.
Yeah.
New wiring, of course, batteries
yeah,
for your
batteries.
electrical class.
I can see it. It's got potential.
It does. It does. I think it could be a sweet ride. New seats.
Hey.
So we got swivel seats.
Ready to go.
Ready to go there.
We have staff meetings here.
Staff meetings.
Out in the bay somewhere.
And what else was I thinking about? Oh, the hydraulics class. Boat like this could be pretty good for prawning or crabbing.
Yeah. Prawning, especially. My age, I keep 300 feet. There's no
Shoulders
way
300 feet. Yeah. So getting a nice davit built, crab
I
block.
like that big data.
Oh, that one we took out that old. That's right. So maybe use that.
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics. So if we end up going with an inboard engine, we can hook up a little Vickers belt-driven pump, electric clutch, or with outboards, we could put a little Honda power pack down in our huge hole we'll end up with. Plumb the exhaust and make it all good like that. And I think hydraulics would be fantastic.
I see a lot of opportunity to tie in many of our different courses into the curriculum.
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely. I think this is a perfect shell for us. So
I love it. Like you did well. We don't need to do a bunch of paint or nonsense that we're
exactly.
We
It's
can
just
do the mechanical, what we're good at.
systems and mechanical, exactly what we do. So I think this can work. So trailer, outboards if we can,
Some motors.
maybe a way to hang them,
Yeah.
and we'll start from there. So let's get her moved into the real shop.
Get
Huh?
into the real shop now that we're in the thick of things and put it together.
Perfect. Make it happen.
All right, let's do it.